1.
Hello and welcome. This is DMCRC Car Racing Club and I am Alan. We are here for the round 1 of the Frontie Equinox Cup. We're going to do this with 4 rounds of the Frontie Championship with the best 3 to count, and today is round 1. So we've gone live on the YouTube channel for this. Once again, thank you to the members who's put a lot of work into getting this set up today. Obviously, in the back of our mind as well, we are trying to prepare and plan for the upcoming national for the LMP12. As you can see, we've gone back to the old tried and tested faithful primary felt carpet. Unfortunately, things didn't quite work out as we would have wished for with the new carpet, but that's a long story for another day. So here we are then, round 1. We've completed qualifying. We've got a good strong entry list today. As I say, we've tried a few new things here, and yeah, we are going to get on with the races. So there's a few people waiting for me to get this sorted out, and I need to get some marshals out. So yeah, thanks for tuning in, thanks for watching, and enjoy the races. We will update you a little bit more soon. So if we could have marshals out then, please, from race 7. So marshals, we need Ollie, Thomas, Stu, Paul and Derek. So marshals out then, please, for race 7. So if we could have marshals out on track, and we will get this underway. So looking for Ollie, Thomas, Stu, Paul and Derek to marshal. Or any volunteers if you can. Any volunteers will be appreciated. So any volunteers to marshal then, please? We need some marshals if we can. We've got drivers on the stand ready to go. So we need Thomas on marshal point 2, please. Stu on 3. Paul on marshal point 4. Derek on 5, Ollie on 1. Any volunteers? Yeah, thank you. Yeah, he's volunteered, thanks. So marshals are ready then, and we have got grid formation on the main straight for the Equinox Cup today with the Frontie D final then. Steve Bennett on pole position, followed by Catherine in the 2, Harry in the 3, and Mike in the 4. Good luck, drivers. Let's race. So all drivers off and running, making their way around then for this first final of the Frontie Cup, the Equinox Championship as we've called it. We've got 4 rounds of this championship. Best 3 to count towards the overall cup. So across the line for the first lap then, we've got Steve, Catherine, Harry, and Mike. So that is 2 minutes then into this one. So Steve Bennett is your lead car in the Bennett Racing colours. Coming along in front towards the driver's stand then around the infield with the yellow front and orange rear for Steve Bennett. So halfway into this one, the Frontie D final here today at Dorset Model Car Racing Club. We've got father and daughter in the 1 and 2, followed by Harry in the 3 and Mike in the 4. Harry on the main straight now then with the white and fluorescent orange. It's nice to see young Harry back out in the touring car. Frontie, 2-wheel drive touring car here today. So we've just gone 4 minutes into this one then. If we could have drivers for race 2 getting ready, please. Drivers for race 2, Frontie C final. You guys are up next. So Mike's finished then. As we see the lead car making his way round and across the line for Steve Bennett.
3. Race over. The finishing order is 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 minutes to race 2.
So thank you then, drivers. If we could have your cars on the table, please, and stay out to marshal. We can keep this going. We've got the Frontie C final up next. So just to let you know, if I didn't say so already, the finals have been streamed live to the YouTube channel.
1 minute to race 2.
So let's put some corner marshals out then, please, and spread out for the grid a little bit. Marshal on 3 then, please, and we've got the corners covered. If there's any volunteers to marshal, that would be appreciated. Drivers on the main straight. Are in grid order. I think they're happy. So we'll do this one then. We've got the Frontie C final with Lee Young on pole position, followed by Harley in the 2, Clive in the 3, Dave in the 4 spot, and Frank in the 5. Good luck, drivers. Let's race. So all the drivers off and running cleanly then, making their way around this first lap for the Frontie C final today. So we'll see what the order is as they come around across the line. First time we've got Lee, Harley, Dave, Frank and Clive then. Clive moving down a couple of spaces on that one. So father and son of Lee and Harley out in front then. Coming around onto the main straight now for Lee and Harley. To be fair, Harley looks very, very quick. He's got right up onto the back of Lee's car and they come together. So a bit of an incident there for the top 2 cars. Allows third place to back up as well. So Harley coming around and a mistake for the leader. So and a mistake for Harley. So that's mixed it right up. Dave's now into the top spot in the pink car. So change the leader then. And they are swapping and changing on every corner at the moment. So they're coming around the infield. Tight section for these front wheel drive 10 scale touring cars as they are coming round. And we see Harley Young is the new leader of this one, followed by Dave, Lee, Frank, and Clive. So Harley Young then in the orange and white. Frontie making his way round past race control here, back onto the main straight for Harley, lap 5. So nearly a 5-second lead at the moment on his dad. So as we are approaching halfway then, all drivers looking fairly racy in this one. So one of the benefits of the class-driven championship that we've been doing with the M-Chassis Cup and now the Equinox Cup. We are trying to get some good races going on within these finals. So quite a few cars qualifying today. Allows for some close ability on track. Let's see what we've got then. So Harley out in front at the moment with a 4-second lead over Lee. That's 3.5 minutes gone of this one then, with 1.5 minutes to go. If we could have drivers for race 3 getting ready, please. Drivers for race 3, you guys are up next. Frontie B final. So 4 minutes, that is 4 minutes gone. So we're into the final 20 seconds now then, as we see Harley, Lee, Dave, Frank and Clive in that order making their way around. So Harley is the lead car there on the main straight now with the orange and white. So last lap for Harley then as he's coming round. Slight mistake there, he's no drama.
3, race over, the finishing order is 2, 1, 4, 5, 3, 2 minutes to race 3.
Oh, well done drivers, so Harley taking the win for that one then, followed by Lee, Dave, Frank and Clive. Good job, gentlemen. If we could have your cars on the table, please, and back out to Marshall, ready for race 3.
30 seconds till race 3.
So just whilst we have a couple of minutes for one more car to join us, just thank you again for everybody attending and supporting the Equinox Cup. Don't forget we've got round 2 of this front wheel drive touring car championship in a few weeks' time. So unlucky for Jake then. Unlucky for Jake. Right, corner marshal's ready then. Oh. So corner marshal's ready and drivers lined up then, grid formation for the Frontie B final, race 3 today, Dorset Model Car Racing Club. We're going to go with this one with Daniel Thorne on pole position, Tim Warren in the 2, Jake in the 3, Bradley in the 4, Paul Ash in the 5. Good luck drivers, let's race. So all drivers off and running cleanly then for this race 3, this Frontie B final here today. So making their way around. We will watch them round across the timing loop for the first time then on the main straight. We've got Daniel, we've got Tim, we've got Paul and Bradley. Unfortunately, Jake didn't manage to make the start for this one with a damaged car. So the top 2 cars then battling it out on this tight section of the track. Oh, and a mistake there. So a slight mistake to come back round along the main straight for Daniel, Tim and Paul. So good battle going on with these front 3 cars. And I think Bradley's going to be joining them fairly soon. So Daniel Thorne then on the bright yellow car is the lead car, as the 2 and 3 have a bit of a coming together. Bradley gets caught up on the barrier, so they will be back to the order they were then as they come around onto the main straight, with Paul in the orange and Tim in the primer grey. So the lead car of Daniel out in front then in the yellow. I think Daniel prefers the off-road to the on-road, but certainly showing us he can do both. And then Paul in the orange then making his way around towards the driver's stand and through the tight infield. Paul Ash running 2 classes today with the LMP practice preparations underway and also supporting the Equinox Cup, so thank you for that one. And we've got Tim just slightly behind Paul at the moment in 3rd place. Fantastic to have the Warren family back today. So Tim making his way up to 2nd place then, as there was a slight mistake there from Paul. So all drivers on the same lap, within the same bit of track for a short period there, as we're looking halfway into this one. So Daniel in the yellow then coming round onto the main straight is your lead car. We'll watch Tim round as he comes across the timing loop. There's a 3-second gap between them. Tim seems to be on a bit of a mission. The battle for 2nd and 3rd continues. So Paul trying every opportunity he can, but there's just not the room to get past him. So Daniel, Tim, Paul and Bradley then 3 minutes in. The Frontie B final here today. So Bradley was gaining on Paul, and slight mistake. And a problem out in front then, as Paul capitalises from a barrier incident with Tim. So Daniel keeping his own out in front. Daniel Thorne in the yellow. I think the final 3 there is all to play for, as we're 4 minutes into this one then. So all drivers very close. We're coming round for lap 11. So drivers for race 4 getting ready then, please. Drivers for race 4, you guys are up next. We've got 35 seconds left of this one. So final 10 seconds then as they come round. It looks like Daniel's going to get across the line for another lap. So that is time, and we see Paul in second, Bradley in third. So Tim with a bit of a car incident. And Daniel in first. So thank you, drivers.
1, 5, 4, 2, 3, 2 minutes to race 4.
So some good close racing there between you guys on the Frontie B final. Next up then, the Frontie A final. So drivers, if you could have your cars on the table and back out to your corner marshal spots, we can keep this one going.
Race 4.
So corner marshals then, please. If we could have a volunteer on marshal point 3 up at this corner would be really appreciated. Volunteer, are you going to do? Thank you. Thank you very much. So we've got all the corner marshals then, and we are going to do the Frontie Equinox A final for today. We have got the fabulous Marcus Askell on pole position, followed by Jamie Traylor in the 2. Daniel Saunders in the 3, Andrew Cooper in the 4, Sam Exton in the 5. Good luck, drivers. Let's race. So all the drivers off and running then, making their way round. So the first lap then is looking like Daniel Saunders has moved up the running order. He is running a 4-wheel drive touring car in this one. So the only touring car we had is a bit of a group in this one. So 4-wheel drive versus 2-wheel drive. He's certainly going to have his work cut out, trying to keep the control of the power, trying to keep it clean, trying to keep some tight lines for the 4-wheel drive. So that's Daniel in the dark red, black, white and blue. A new chassis out for Daniel, so he wanted to try it out today, get some lap times in and run it today. I think he said it was a Schumacher chassis I think he's using on this one. But there you go, so he is running in second place at the moment. And we will look back for the Frontie A final. So the championship for the Equinox Cup then sees Marcus Askell heading back towards the driver's stand there. And around this top sweeping bend. Onto the main straight then for that mint green car of Marcus Askell that has been loaned today. Some would say that Marcus can drive anything, and I think he's proven it today. He has borrowed a car for today before he heads back to Australia. So I really appreciate him coming over and spending the day with us today. So we will see them round then as we've got this lap coming round with Marcus, Andy Cooper, Sam, Jamie and Daniel. So Marcus on the main straight now, followed by Andy Cooper in the Frontie touring car then. 2.4 seconds is the gap between those two at the moment. So we're halfway into this one, with Marcus Askell in the lead car. Andrew Cooper second and Sam Exton third, so not much between them. Jamie in fourth, all very, very close together at the moment. Quite a tight technical track for the Frontie cars today for round 1 of the Equinox Cup. So we've just gone 3 minutes into this one then. And Daniel Cooper is chasing for that top spot. So 1.7 is the gap now between Marcus and Andy Cooper. So lead car on the main straight for Marcus Askell then. Three and a half minutes gone. So if we could have drivers for race 5 getting ready then, please. Drivers for race 5, you guys are up next. So we're 4 minutes into this one then. So running order at the moment is Marcus, Andrew Cooper, Sam Exton, Jamie Trailer, Daniel Saunders in the touring car 4-wheel drive. So championship points is what it's all about today then, as they make their way round with Marcus, Andy and Sam. the final 5 seconds then of this one.
3, 1.
Across the line for Marcus Askell then, taking the win for round 1 of the Equinox Cup.
5, 2, race over. The finishing order is 1, 4, 5, 2, 3, 2 minutes till race 5.
So that was Marcus, Andy Cooper, Sam Exton, Jamie Traylor and Daniel Saunders then was the finishing order for that one. Congratulations on those points for the championship. And thanks again for Marcus joining us today. So we can have cars on the table then, please, and back out to Marshall. Next up, we have got race 5 for the first of the 12th group. So a few LMGT3s in this one, and a couple of LMPs for the 12th C final.
1 minute till race 5.
So corner marshals then, as we want to get this race 5 started. We could have grid formation on the main straight. Who's going to make it out? So we've got Frank that's not going to take part in this 12th group. What's the verdict, gentlemen? Looks like he's putting the shell back on and making his way to the driver's stand, so he is going to partake in this one. So that's going to be car 2 on the grid. So the body shell is going back on then. So 12th group C final. Corner marshals ready. Okay, then let's do this one. We have got the 12th Group C final. So drivers are ready and marshals are ready. We've got Daniel Watt on pole position, followed by Reese Cooper in the 2, Rob Steele in the 3, Andy Barr in the 4. Good luck, drivers. Let's race. So as they make their way around then across the line for the first time in this C final, we've got Daniel, we've got Reese, we've got Rob, and Andy. So all coming round on lap 1 in the order they started for this 12th Group C final. So a couple of LMPs in this one mixed up with some GT3s. So I'm just going 1 minute then into this one. So 1 and 2 then having a bit of a coming together on more than a few occasions, that one. As they come round for lap 7. The blue LMP car is now leading this one. So Reese Cooper then onto the main straight. So the mistake there for the leader allowed Daniel to move back up to the top of this one. So as we watch these LMGT3s, just a reminder to book in via the BRCA website and join the support class for our upcoming national, the LMP 12th national we've got coming up on the 17th and 18th of January, so a couple of weeks time. And if you haven't done so already, please book in and support that one. The LMGT3s are a good competitive class to be supporting the LMP Nationals Championship. Okay, then that's the C final finished with Reese Cooper.
1, 2, race over. The finishing order is 2, 1, 4, 3, 5, 2 minutes till race 6.
So Reese Cooper taking the win on that one then, followed by Daniel, Andy and Rob after a few laps having to pull off. So if we could have your cars on the table then please, drivers, and back out to Marshall, and we can get race 6 underway. We'll try and keep the time going, so we can have a prompt changeover, please. So corner marshals then please. We need a marshal on point 1 and 3. So we will start this one. If we can have, who is it? Rob for marshal point 3. We will get this one started with the 12th Group B finals. So Alfie Exton on pole position in this one, followed by Jack Brown in the 2, Paul Bravery in the 3, and Michael's not made it out. So Ian Masters then in 5th place on the grid spot. We will go to 10 seconds. Good luck, drivers. Let's race. So 3.5 minutes into this one then with Alfie, Jack, Paul and Ian. Okay, thank you, drivers. So Alfie Exton taking the win then, followed by Jack Brand, second place, Paul Bravery third, and Ian Masters fourth. So if we could have your cars on the table then, please, drivers, and back out to your quarter marshal points. We've got one more race to do today for race 7, the 12th Group A final. So if you finished your race then and you want to pack up, please just be a little bit respectful for these last drivers that are still out on track. So we've got the A final left to do today for the 12th group. So if we could have corner marshals out then, please. And grid order on the main straight.
30 seconds for race 7.
So we have got then race 7 for the 12th Group A final today. And we are going to get this one underway for the last race of the day. Then we've got Ollie Payne on pole position, followed by Thomas Pryor in the 2, Stu Cartwright in the 3, Paul Ash in the 4, and Derek Jones in the 5. Good luck, drivers. Let's race. So all drivers off and running cleanly then. Making their way around to complete this first lap. As we say, the European Championship professional expert that he is, with Ollie Payne making his way around. And all exciting Thomas Pryor in second place then, coming around the infield and back towards the driver's stand. Thomas Pryor in the pink LMP car. Recently winning our M Chassis Cup, and now battling against some of the best in Europe, best in the world, of Ollie Payne. You can still just about see him in his sights. So young Thomas will be one to remember for him for this one. And we've got Stu Cartwright making a change of position there up to second then. So Stu Cartwright in the white, getting his eye in ready for the national we've got coming up here. So he's now leading this one with Derek and Thomas. So if you are watching on the YouTube channel, thank you for tuning in. We've gone live today. We are 1.5 minutes into the last race of today for the 12th Group A final. So the lead cars then coming down the main straight now. We've got Stu, we've got Thomas, we've got Derek. So a bit of a battle for the top 3. So the white car then for Stu Cartwright on the main straight now, with Thomas half a second in second place, and a slight mistake there for Stu then allows Thomas to be all over the back of Stu Cartwright. So coming around the loop and onto the main straight they go now. He's lost the rear end a little bit, just could not hold that. So Thomas Pryor then in the pink, leading this one now. I would imagine the excitement is going right through his bones at the moment as he comes down the main straight. Thomas Pryor, Derek, Stu, Ollie and Paul. So these drivers all bunched up now, and the lead car of Thomas Pryor. Young Thomas has got just over a second gap from that last race, so they are starting to gather up now. Then we've got a bit of a train coming together as they come round onto the main straight now. So Derek, Stu and Ollie, some good practice for these guys for the upcoming national. Really appreciate these guys making their way to travel all over this journey they've had this morning to come and see us. So a good battle then as they come down the main straight. We've got Derek, we've got Stu, we've got Ollie. A lot of defensive driving around this tight track, and he's into the barrier. So we see Ollie now then up to second place. So 3.5 minutes have gone into this one, and we've now got Thomas, Ollie, Derek, Paul and Stu. So the right swap round for that last lap then. So Thomas Pryor coming onto the main straight now as we are just approaching halfway into this one, and Ollie Payne is looking to close that gap back down onto Thomas. So less than a second on the last lap as they come back round now for lap 15, and we've got 0.4. So Ollie, as you would expect, has not taken him long to go from the back to the front, and looking for an opportunity to get past Thomas. It's quite a tight track as they come down the main straight, but world-class Ollie Payne, and very sportingly as Thomas got off the line there slightly and avoided an incident, so well done, very mature of Thomas making his way round then. So Ollie Payne back to the front. So on the main straight now is your lead car, followed by Thomas. And Derek in third, Stu in fourth, and then Paul. So not much of a gap now between Stu and Derek. We might see another battle coming up with those two. So Stu in the white LMP car coming round onto the main straight now. So 5.5 minutes gone into this 8-minute final. Six minutes gone then, so Ollie, Derek, Stu, Paul and Thomas. And it looks like Thomas has had to pull over and drop out of this one, unfortunately, doing ever so well up until that point. So if you have finished your race today and want to bring any handout transponders, return them to race control. If you still need to pay, please do so. So as we are approaching the 7th minute then, we see Ollie, Derek and Paul still on track. Thank you, Daniel. So final 30 seconds then. So lead car of Ollie Payne. A proud moment for the Dorset Cup, having such skillful drivers out on track today. So Paul's finished.
5,
Derek's finished.
1.
And Ollie's finished.
Finishing order in 1, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Okay, thank you then, everybody. Really appreciate your support today, and thank you for coming to see us, taking part in the Frontie Championship. Hope to see you guys all again soon in about 3 weeks' time. So we will leave it there. We will get packed up. Appreciate everybody's support today, and see you next week. Keep an eye on the group chat. And book in for next week. We've got a normal times next week, normal club racing next week. Please book in for that one. See you later, Marcus. Here he is, look, Marcus Askell. He's on his way back to Australia tomorrow, and Alan's highlights is definitely this guy again, because he's come in and raced with us today. Really appreciate it. It's fantastic to see him, along with Tim, that's making his way out the door. Tim, Marcus, thank you, mate. See you soon. Thank you, thank you. So there you go then, Alan's highlights. We had the famous Marcus Askell racing with us today. The carpet's gone down well. We've got this gentleman that's sorting out the carpet lining. We've got everything going on with packing up. And again, the world-class Ollie Payne that has been here today. Trying out a few things on the track. Hopefully had a better experience in the fluffy carpet we had last time. So I apologise again to those of you for that one. We have got Stu Cartwright. So I think Paddy's got us connected. We're live on YouTube. Stu, you came to visit us recently. and we really appreciate that. And we know that there's plans going on for the LMP National and things, so we're really excited about that. We're pleased that you come down, and even more so that you come back this time round, because it didn't go quite so well with the carpet. What are your thoughts on practice and preparation and things leading up to the National? First of all, it's a venue. It's really exciting to have a new venue on the calendar and a track of this size. I think will be comfortably the biggest track on the calendar. Track-wise today, fantastic, much better than last time. I think the Lindau is a really good decision on the back of what we experienced last week. You guys are so friendly as well. I think that really saying, because I think we get spoiled with all of the tracks that we go to, and when we come to a new one, obviously you never know what you're going to get, and it's been fantastic. So for me, preparing, coming here a couple of times before the National is great. Every track's different, super tight here, which is great. So it's good prep for me. Brilliant, thank you, Stu. We're looking forward to you coming back then, and being able to host the National again for the BLCA. It's fantastic for us. It'll be our third time, I think, on the calendar. And now that we've sort of settled into a new home and things as well, so we're really positive about it, really excited, and can't wait. Pleased that you guys have come down to sort of get a bit of prep done as well first. So thanks, Stu, and good luck with the National Championship. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to go and get packed away then, because there's a lot going on here and we need to get this sorted out. All plans are focusing on this LMP National then, putting the Dorset Club back on the calendar. Oh look, they've all run away. Look, they were looking at it up to then. There's Thomas. Thomas is such a good lad. Right, I'm going to go anyway. Brad's over doing stuff and he wants to put it all away. Right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Have a safe journey home. See you next week. Bye.